Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is the first video in the new garage. I'm so excited. I'm glad you're here. Okay, we're going to be taking a look at our first real technical problem with the 180sx that we have here. I'm so excited for this project. So what we have is headlights that don't work properly. Now, I've tested all the lights and so far we've got most of the lights, so that's a start. But the pop-ups on these lovely headlights over here, only one of them pops up and retracts. So, driver's side headlight, we've got a problem with. It will not open, it will not close. So I've gone ahead and I've taken the motor off. So the motor's on the bench here. And what I've already done, I've actually already worked out where the ground is and the power supply. Basically there's a couple of pins that get power to it. We're going to take a look inside because I was doing some research, and apparently inside here, inside this cover, it gets really dirty. The contacts wear over time. So we're just going to have a look inside. So I know for a fact that this motor does not work. It clicks when it gets power to. To test it, I used a multimeter for continuity, and I have this thing here. Got to be very careful with this thing. This is a power probe. So yeah, I was able to apply 12 volts to the connector here to pin. So if we're looking here, I was able to apply power to 3 and ground to 5, pin number 5, and that should open the headlight up. And I worked it out on this side for close of the headlight. It's ground, that one, and this one over here, applying 12 volts. So I tested this side. This side's great. But yeah, no go on this side. This side is a no go. So the motor's just clicking. I've tested the ground earth. Yeah, so we're just going to take a look and see what we can find. Whether this motor is salvageable or not, we're going to take a look. Okay guys, so what you'll need is a Phillips head screwdriver for this one. I believe that there are, if we flip it over here, there's just 4 screws. Real simple, straightforward. And because it's probably never been opened in its lifetime, it's going to be quite hard to break free these screws. Okay, there's one. Okay guys, so this is how I actually tested the motor. So I've just got on the bench here and I've taken the cover off the motor itself. I've removed the motor from the 180sx, the side that was the problematic motor. Now I've got one of these things. Now these are called power probes. You've got to be very careful when using these, because if incorrectly used, you'll go blowing things. You can blow engine ECUs, any sort of ECU, any electrical piece. You can sort of blow the components if you're not careful. You don't know what you're doing, so you have to be careful. I've just got this connected up to a battery out of the S15, and yeah, I'll just put it on the tripod, and I've already tested it, but let's have a look at what's going on. So I've just got the motor on something I've made up, just a spanner, so that when we actually actuate it with the power probe, it's not going to go anywhere too fast. So yeah, so we got this wire here is the black wire, that is, I believe, is the ground. Simple, the negative, and the blue is the positive. So yeah, real simple. Just one on the negative carefully, and now we're going to just apply 12 volts to that now. Alright, you can hear it going. That is good news. That's really good news. So hopefully we'll be able to have a look inside further, and maybe it's just a matter of cleaning the contacts. I'm hoping so. So I believe now the next step is to to get this all apart, carefully remove this little piece of cardboard here. So we want to save this. Be careful, we don't want to damage anything. Slide this little piece of cardboard, it looks like, and carefully remove the seal, the waterproof seal. So yeah, I'll be really happy if I can fix this without having to buy a new motor. I really don't want to damage this seal in any way. Yeah, it's just glued down here where the wiring comes out. So remove this seal now. See how it's glued down there where the wiring is. Remove the seal. And you want to grab a much smaller Phillips head screwdriver. I believe this board is secured by this little screw. We'll soon see. Carefully getting there with a little flat blade screwdriver, just lift it up. I had trouble trying to remove this before because it is siliconed really well here. So we can reseal this later. Like I said, I can reseal this later, even if I have to cut the sealant, whatever they've used. Probably would help if you heated this up with a heat gun. You can see it's starting to come there now. What we don't want to do is lose everything inside. Alright guys, so we managed to pull the wiring out. It was really tightly stuck in there. I had to cut the seal there just to get it loose. Alright guys, so that's what it looks like on the inside. And just got a load of grease. I'm just checking these contact points. I'm just wondering if the relay is buggered. Okay, I'm just beginning to wonder whether these tracks are worn. Yeah, there's just a big difference in the color around the area. So maybe if I clean them up, we'll have a good contact surface. Also might just try cleaning these up very carefully as well with some electrical cleaner, and might just put it back together and we'll see how we go. Now what I've managed to do is clean up the surfaces, the track surfaces, and what a world of difference it's made. So I'm really hoping that this is going to do the trick in making the connection, the electrical connection. And also I'm just going to tidy up and clean these very gently and carefully, and hopefully if I just retension these just a little bit, if I bend them slightly just to increase tension ever so slightly, I'm hoping that that is going to make such a difference that it just starts working again. Okay, so I've given them a nice tidy up. They're looking a lot better, and I've even popped off the relay. I've popped off the cap just to get a look at it. It actually looks okay, but I might just give it a little bit of a clean with the while I'm here. I've just put the grease back in after cleaning all this up, so now time to reassemble, and fingers crossed, hopefully we'll have a working headlight motor. Alright, this is the moment of truth. So it's all back together. Earth terminal on the ground, which is pin number 5. Alright, now the moment of truth. There you go guys, that's how you do it. So in there it was just really dirty, and probably on those contact points all around the tracks, as we saw, dirty contact points, dirty, and they may have lost just a little bit of their tension. So cleaned it all up, and yeah, I think that'll last for a while, man. I'm really stoked. So hope that helped you guys. Now I'm just going to probably reseal it properly tomorrow with a little bit of silicone, and she should be good to go. Thanks guys for watching.